Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the stream. My name is Catmark, and once again, Yugioh Duel Masochist challenge. Last time was a little bit miserable, and so we're not changing anything. We're going to see if we can actually get out of gold with the rank 4 deck. Well, the level/rank 4 deck. It hasn't really done the rank 4s that effectively nor often. And, I mean, I can cut it down some, I can cut it down some cards. But there's a good chunk of these cards that are in here because of either the things we're using to get to the 4s, or because if we have this plus a 4, it does a thing. Our most interactive rank 4 by itself is Yugioh, and then the next one is probably Wonky. However, yeah, what did we do last time? We added Yugioh back in. We changed it so that we can make odd level synchros. We put in this because it gains life points, which means this one can build up counters, and we can link summon Raigeki. But of course, that probably requires making Yazi. Well, no, it doesn't require making Yazi first, but it also means that we might as well put Yazi back in, because it gives us access. And nothing in here is a worm, right? I think it was dragons, yeah. So, we don't have a float target for Yazi, but that just is what it is, honestly. I'm gonna run this until we rank up. After we rank up, I'm not sure if we switch back to generator, as it has been some time at this point. Who knows, maybe we'll have better luck playing Ye Old Faithful. We lost the coin toss. First all the day. And we are going second. We have truly lost the coin toss. Nothing says welcome back. Quite like. Although that is a going second card. And some other going second cards. Let's see if this does anything. 60 card deck. They have something they've got the one of Called by the Grave. That said, I've got the one, Perulia. So who am I to talk, really, It's not like any of the cards in my hand are 3-ups, really. Dark Magician. Huh. Pray tell, what are you using in your hand? This is very heavy cost for a fusion summon. It might be enough. Timaeus, who is unaffected. Okay. I can still kill it. I mean, yeah, I can still just, smack it. It's only gonna gain 100. Which means Ogre would actually be over it. Oh, they have an MST. It has an MST on it. Although, till the end of your next turn. So I could lead with Wraithsoth, which they will, without a doubt, kill. And, yeah, that should get the MST from them. That's not a bad draw. Oh, right, but I kind of need... Yeah, okay, so... That's Pendulum Scale. Let's see if that does anything. Nope, okay. Right, Wraithsoth, which will hit the MST. If it doesn't, I don't know what they're doing. Right, there you go. Now this one is unaffected by just other cards' effects. However, Timaeus is not unaffected, and so I can just Snatch Steal him. It is until the end phase, but that might just be long enough, honestly. And then if they summon one time, I've got Torrential online. 200 over still. You can have your dragon back, who is now 500 points weaker. Granted, I am top decking as well at this point, because I do not have a monster card at all. But I kind of still like my position better than theirs. For probably that reason. Normal summon. And Torrential. I now have a guy in rotation in the extra deck. I could have set that and just stall walled, but I'm just going to get rid of the big monster which also has the ability to fusion summon. It just feels better. They thinking about their 2-card hand, let me tell you. Well, okay, they're summoning Dark Magician, which gives them 2k beat stick. I am on the clock again. High scales would be good. How many high scales do I have? You're high enough, so that's 3, 4, 6, 9. Okay, I have 10 high scales. Here's some of the Dark Magician Girl. And that's one of them. Pendulum Scale. Pendle Summon. The one in defense position. Now all I need is like a level 4, and I can do things. I mean, to be fair, just another monster I can summon means that I can make Sebek. And that can start evening out the life point difference. That is a disruption of my face-up monster. Which means another 18 to the face. But I can live that. And I can't imagine a 60-card Dark Magician pile is going to have a consistent out to a 2300 body, which just brings itself back every turn. If special summon to your field, you cannot special summon except for Fiends, and I don't think we have a rank 4 Fiend. Nope, no we do not. You're not high enough attack. So, Pendle, you, defense, defense. And that's fine. Now there are 2 of them. Granted, Dark Burning Attack does it still, but, you know, what are the odds they have 2 of them things? Because I'm going to make Sebek next turn. Okay. That is a starter card. I grant you that. Soul Servant, you actually have some in rotation. You have 1 in the grave. And does it count Dark Magician Girl? It counts Dark Magician Girl. That's dangerous. I mean, I can make a rank 4 next turn, but it's do a lot if this is just, you know, how it goes. It would also be ideal if I drew a non-Orthros next turn. That would be fantastic. I'm really choosing that time. Okay. And then you draw it, plus a few other cards. Okay, you get 2 cards. What do you make in this scenario? Because currently nothing you control is big enough, so you need to make a different monster. Just put back Dark Magician years. Master of Chaos. Light or dark in your graveyard, special summon it. Oh, you have lights and darks in your grave. That doesn't do it by itself. You can clear one of the bodies at the moment, but you still can't get to the other one. Mind. We have been slain by 60 card Dark Magician, getting the top decks in presumably the most inconsistent deck we're going to set our eyes upon. Yep. What the fuck is this shit? You also just had access to Dragoon and decided you don't want to make Dragoon. So, awfully played, honestly. Also, welcome, Mr. M Gaming, and welcome everyone else back to Masochist. First game in, first loss acquired. Hope everyone's doing okay, having a good time, had a good weekend. It has not been an eventful one for myself, but I have been doing a little bit more Night Rain gaming, but a little bit more Elden Ring gaming. I'm making DLC progress, and I'm happy with it. I'm vibing. Not me almost setting the toggle so I can't activate the quick effect in hand. No, no, no. Well, they have the Ash for it. That's at least a lot more common and out than the one-off called by the grave. How are you specifically, Mr. M Gaming? Are you having a good time? Are you doing okay? I mean, I think I do the normal summon effect, probably. It is, as it looks, a standard deck. It is DDD. Huh. Average number per deck, 3. Every DDD player plays them at 3. Nothing else. Have you ever seen a card that is not like... You see, even this is 2.83. 3. Not a question. Like, not even Max C hit 3 copies per deck in every deck, you know? And I know this is about the size of the player base and just agreed on what, like, good cards are. But I have not seen another card hit just, like, 3 copies. Every deck that plays this card plays it at this many. That's crazy. Also, it's DDD. DDD, the deck itself, is crazy. And we probably lose this. Given that my one thing to try and stop them didn't go through. Although, I'm not actually, like, I would have got, what, 2 draws from it? I guess they're just thinking that I can't play through the rest of what they do, which is probably accurate. I'm not going to say it isn't. Then doesn't that give you the... yeah. You can destroy a card on the field. Are you going to? No. Okay. And that's a link 3. the Zeus Ragnarok. And the extract to your hand, that's a low scale, so you've got 1 through 5 as levels you can summon. Which is fine for DDD. I mean, they've got a 4 in the X-Spec and... oh, 2 4s in the X-Spec, right? 2 4s and a 1. Which they neglected on summoning the 1. Maybe there's a good reason, maybe there isn't. That makes Solomon, who then adds a DDD, and then you rank it up into King Kel, I think. Pretty sure you just rank him up into King Kel. Yeah, just for a 3,000 point burn. And then after that, I don't know. Ah, you can use it to make Deus Ex. That's what I'm missing. So yeah, it's a 3,000 point burn, and then it's Deus Ex with 2 materials as well if you wanted it. Or you go for the additional Pendulum Summon. Oh, because it's a foolish, I'm just... okay. I did watch Joe's DDD ladder climb, but 'tis a while ago, and I don't know the last time that I actually saw DDD on the ladder. Speaking of ladder climbs, currently watching the Hekahan's ladder climb, and that is funny. Nothing else, it is very funny. I'm happy I voted for it. Haven't had the chance of playing like Hekhan's myself, generally. I tried to get them on the main account I have, probably last time when the new support was added. I mean, yeah, decks tend to get a bit of a resurgence when, you know, any new support card is added. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to play Hekhan's myself, but I have managed to, get a few cards in Master Duel, get a few cards in TCG. And I'm very much enjoying the ladder climb at the moment. It is very funny. I find the little transition edits a little bit weird. Some of them are, like, fine, but I find, like, the other half of them are a little deranged, which is, like, you know, it's in theme with it. Doesn't stop it being strange. Synchro for 8. For Siegfried. So they've got a Solemn. No, that's an effect that summons. What you do have is a Slurp if a monster activates its effect. Oh, we half drew the Fenrir. Spell Trap. Which gets rid of this. No questions asked. Doesn't stop the Reborn. Fenrir. So... we can activate this, we can get ourselves Ogre. Yeah, it doesn't stop the effect from resolving. So we get Ogre still. But you're also not once per turn, yeah, you're once per chain. Right, so we can summon this. We can North summon this to add a Supreme King Gate, which they can respond to if they want to. They don't have to. I am still at a drastically weaker position than they are. Okay. You've used your thing, right? Quick effect, once per turn. Yeah, okay. So, scale? Oh, you want to get the scale? Huh. I really hate that that's a monster effect activation. That doesn't make sense. Droll doesn't matter. Necro might matter. I mean, I think we just get rid of the Necro, right? I feel like you play multiples of this, but I don't know how many Necros. Although, didn't I see you? I'm not sure if I see that you put one in Grave. Let's try and Reborn. For... Oh, they put Fenrir in the Grave. Huh. Do you have any kind of negates? Sure. I shouldn't have done that, actually. I should have just normal summoned so we can synchro summon with this. Because that will eat this, and that, you know, I could have saved that, actually. But that's fine. Okay, big. Anyway. Oh, I used my normal summon, right? Oh, dear. That's not good. I couldn't, so yeah, I couldn't have done that anyway, what I was just thinking. I haven't actually misplayed, I just don't have anything to do. Yeah, they kind of have it. I needed a second normal summon or a second body. So no, I needed the Reborn to go through, and I couldn't have... I could have forced it if I killed... I didn't have a tuner on my feet. What did I have? I had one in hand. But I couldn't pendulum summon. I just had Reborn and I had this in hand. What's your pendulum scale? That doesn't work because all their pendulums were in extra, not in grave. Also, that's immediately gonna go, like, next turn. I don't know what I could have done. I think I could have done something. I could have made Wonky. I guess that's something. I could have made Wonky Quartet. Alright, let's go in for the next one. I don't know why I quit out of, like, so many windows for that. I know it was going to be rough. I didn't think it was going to be, you know, DDD levels. Me getting ready to actually pick for the coin toss. A fool, a buffoon, a jester. There's no way I would ever win a coin toss with this deck. I must be deranged. I guess, yeah, given the lack of things I have done, and the fact that I have played a lot more of the DLC for Elden Ring lately, I don't know if it's a controversial thing, but I really love, for the DLC, the Abyssal Woods. That is my fucking jam. I love what they've done with that. I think that is masterful. So, this is probably an aircraft. That's what makes sense to me. Alright, so I can normal summon this, which means I can then make an 8 synchro. I can't... I could make an 11. No, I can't make an 11. How would one do that? I'd have to make the 10 first, which doesn't make sense. or I could synchro for 8, or I can make like Redoer. So let's normal summon this, and let's pendulum summon Yugioh, and let's make ourselves a Redoer. I mean, I could make the... Yeah, I think it's just make Redoer. It's not the best play. But the other one feels like a very high risk play. Redoer is relatively safe. Granted, Serenade might be doing very much nothing. There is every chance of that. But this does give us a sneak peek of what the opponent is on. Mage Power. Stun. It's stun. Now you return to the field. So if you do have like Moon Mirror, or you think that you can get over the Redoer, I can just like tag out. You're not going to do lethal levels of damage. It's not Benkai OTK. They have a lot of set cards though. I mean, I can make Yazian. No, I can't make Yazian destroy him. That is a full hand of sets. That is moderately scary, but that does mean Redoer is likely to steal a trap. I am not waiting to get this wrong. Ogre, that doesn't do it. Oh, jeez. Can't pendulum summon. There's one monster in my deck I can pendulum summon every turn. It's this guy. It is exactly the samurai. Did you just not attack? You can 100% attack me. I'm a little confused. Mistake. Cards cannot be added. Okay. Be banned. Bot. Anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay. That gets banished. And you go to the top of the deck. Change. I can't pendulum summon. I can set this. And I think I just go Battle Phase and just hit. Worst comes to worst, I can tribute over it next turn after stealing a Crackdown. Which is not an amazing play, but it gets me out of being locked in by a barrier statue. And I'm stealing the top card of their deck every turn. It's going to be a deck with a high concentration of spell traps, a very low concentration of monster cards. So I like the fact that we made Redoer. I think we're in a winning position. Little it may be. It is just, neither player can special, so I could tribute summon Barrier Statue of the Light. Me saying that they won't have a high monster card count and immediately drawing a monster card. Feels accurate. Do you think it's just a bot? Or do they trust that they just have things? I think it's a bot. we leave it for the moment. Monster Reborn. Oh, I actually have monsters in my graveyard. Okay, so we do this. I don't know what the two face downs do, but they can't be anything. Well, that's depressing for them. You know what outs Barrier Statue? Trap Effect Reader. That would do it. We'll just do the Trap Effect Reader. Right. So I can only special summon Fiends if I actually summon the All-Cross back, which means I'm just not going to immediately. Maybe ever. Because isn't this just... No, it's not game if I get All-Cross back. It is, funnily enough, game if I get Destrudo back. Worth paying half my life for, honestly. And then if I make Yazi with it, Yazi can't be targeted. Which, it feels like Stun has a lot of targeting things. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's 300 over. Go battle. I really am confused at what the face downs are. It's obviously not important, but like even a bot would have flipped up like another copy of Mistake and things like that. And so it is game. Not an exciting win, but a win. I guess it shows that if you do not know what the opponent is doing, Redoer is not a bad option. What could those cards have been? Soul Drain and the band played on. You probably would have used that. I don't know what it would have been that they wouldn't have done it. Unless it's like another mistake. And I didn't do... No, I did an effect that summons. Did I not add? Could have been Purge. Who knows? Who cares? It is now time for Shoppy. We have 4 legacy tickets. My god. That's almost enough to be useful for something. That's nowhere near enough to be useful for something. Okay. On with the Master Pack. That holds far more... Well, so much for that grand speech. Holding far more promise, my ass. We got a shiny card. Woo. Got a Karakuri. What do? Type 1 you control and effect monster you control. Change the battle position of yours. Negate the opponent's. I mean, as far as Karakuri goes, I think it's a good card. Flame Swordsman card. Send a Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it from your extra deck. Summon this. You can't attack except for warriors. I mean, what I'm seeing is a self-summoning 6, which is akin to Bestials in a way. Then quick effect, use special one that mentions Flame Swordsman from deck, except a level 6 monster. Another Pearly. We want extras of these. It's very good. And a new Medolce, which feels good. Yeah, if special summon you get to add a spell trap, you must control a beast monster. I don't think it makes it the deck. The Flame Swordsman card is an interesting pull. We have, like, a couple Flame Swordsman things. Nothing that really makes it a solid deck, but maybe a package. Like, if we just go on the related cards for a second. I mean, okay, we actually have most of the cards. We're missing a couple super rares. That is a lot less than I thought we were missing. Granted, the super rares are going to be good cards, and the actual main deck count is 3 whole monsters given the Dark Flare Swordsman. And 3 monsters not a lot. Okay, on with the next duel. Whole 8 seconds to find an opponent. Yugioh's dying, guys. Okay, we lost the coin toss. No fear. We're going first. Much fear. This could be a problem. Especially because, like, everything OTKs now. I've got to pitch the... I think I got to pitch the Compulse. If I get to what I want to get to. So, activate its effect. We pitch Compulse. 1, 2, and then... Sure, we do it here. I guess I didn't really play around Groll, which is my problem. Kendall, 1, 2. And we'll summon them both in defense as a just in case. Give me a monster. No. It does not leave the field if it becomes Xyz material. So that is something I'm just going to take note of real quick. I could drop everything's attack by a hunt? No. I think it is just Reader. We'll put it under an Anima Zone. I don't think it's going to come up. We've got our Pendulum Scales set. If we get given life or, you know, taking effect damage, then that gives us benefits. And yeah, you know. Lord. Going second, you say? Well, I can negate the summon of a trap monster. Wouldn't you believe that in the trap monster deck I hit a monster card, by the way? Child's Play. I like Child's Play. That's neat. Ring of Destruction. I mean, that gives me some damage, but I don't really want to. Doesn't matter. Do I have? Oh right, I control no monsters. I completely forgot about that. I can get in for like 1800 beats. My opponent isn't going to summon a monster ever, I don't think, but, you know. We're prepped. On the off chance that they do. Okay, we get a card. $1,800 direct? I do not think it's connecting, but maybe it does. It does. That surprises me. Redoer. Return. Steal their next top deck. It will be a trap, probably. If it is a monster, do I care? Probably not, honestly. Also, my Dominus Impulses face down is probably a dead card. That sucks. Look at all the counters this thing has, though. If only I had the other one. Oh, I got a Secret Blast. Mystery card. I need some life points. How can I get me some life points? I mean, the deck be the trap deck. If it is Blazing Mirror Force, I'm just dead over a couple turns anyway. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to normal summon this. I'm going to make a Link monster using Redoer. I think it overall gives me technically more damage. Using Redoer. Redoer is stealing a card from the top of their deck every turn, but I don't think it's necessary at this point. Pendle for 1. I don't have a way to get rid of their spell trap, I don't think. No. Not anything present at this second. So we just go battle phase. We hit him with strongest first. If it connects, it connects. If it doesn't, that's fine. But it does connect, which means I get to heal. And no, I won't deal the damage. I'm just going to heal. And I'm done there. I got 4,800. I'm not sure if you can deal that through just 2 cards. I definitely change. Ooh. I tribute set this Pendulum 2. I think that's correct. Or do I just attack with it? No, I need to get like at least 1 on the field. I'm gonna set Trap Trick from deck. Ceasefire. $15. Threatening Roar, which they're going to just activate now. Yeah, they just need to get to that point. Call it a turn. You've got to draw like an attack block. or a burn for 3,300, which I don't think you have access to. Yeah. Woohoo, we beat burn, and we used none of our main deck life point gain cards to do it, because wouldn't you know, they're geared towards monsters. That was, a time? Sure. Do you guys find burn to be fun to play against? Like, what's your guys' view on burn decks? Like, I will say, I find it completely different to be in person against burn, or against stun, than on Master Duel. That is not great. As an X-Saber card. Yeah, those are in fact cards to pull. Well, we only got 4 wins to go. However, only 4 wins to go is famous last words for this kind of series. But yeah, like, I don't find burn or stun too bad IRL. They are, you know, of course, a little bit. Because most of the time it's just, like, not something you can contend with in the way that, like, your deck isn't just geared towards it at all. Like, even if someone's geared towards having, like, spell trap hate, they probably aren't geared towards just, like, negating the burn damage in general. And of course, there's plenty of matchups where you do just lose on the spot because your deck plays to a detriment, like, has a detrimental matchup. But that's, like, you know, that's any deck in any deck, really. Being burned does not make it specific to that. Being stunned does not make it specific to that, even less so, you know? 3 high scales. Three high scales. Set 1. Set 2. 3. Your move. You gotta wonder if they're on Fairy Tail, but at the same time I wouldn't be surprised if it was like maybe Ryziel. Sure. Like, my 1 Pendulum monster will be banished, but I think they can live with that. What it means much more so is, what, Lost Wind? Yeah, Lost Wind going to the banishment is a bit more of a pain, honestly. Also, in Fairy Tail, don't you want enough cards in your grave? So I don't expect it is Fairy Tail. Because you want enough cards to actually make use of Snow. Yeah. Who would have thunk it? It's not Fairy Tail. Yeah, send it to the grave. No, banish 1 from your hand to grave, okay. So you gotta banish 1 from your hand. Banish Theosis, if banished, type 1 of your banished cards, okay. Well, you got the... Nah, I don't really want you to do that. Sure, Lost Wind gets banished, but I think that's preferable, the 1 interaction on the field versus, like, the 3 potential cards that I'm going to see over the next couple of turns. And besides, I've got 3 high scales out of the deck. What if one of those is a low scale? What if all 3 of them are low scales, you know? Swings and roundabouts. Fairy Tales. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you don't have any material for this because you've put Shifter in. Like, you used Shifter. So now you're gonna have to wait turns to get the cards required for that to be useful. At least in the same way. I can set this one as a blocker, I just have to hold the other one. I know that does turn off Perulia, but I don't think they're going to go crazy off of 2 cards. It is, in fact, battle phase. The Perulia might be the next card to go, just to prevent some damage. Yeah, that one goes to extra deck. We've started to get them in rotation. Good job. They're also a tuner, right? Yeah. Which means if I get a low scale, I can synchro summon. I'm not really considering that, no. That is not the play. It's just snow. It's not even anything else. Like, if it's 2 level 4s, at least it's like, okay, it's a clock. It's mildly threatening. I need to keep them off the monster cards. Well, I can take another couple hits from snow, but, I'd much rather draw a pendulum thingamajig. Huh. Well. On the off chance of it being imperm. Like, I don't have to draw a pendulum. I could draw alpha. I could draw a Kashtira. But, at the moment, no. No, I am not drawing anything. Yeah, if they summon a guy to, like, gain lethal, I can just blow them both up. Granted, they now have enough in rotation for Snow? No, Snow would have to banish itself. Yeah. Well, do or die. That is a pretty hard do. You know? I mean, yeah, of course, right? What am I thinking? I'm thinking this is not of much use to me. You summon a guy to clear lethal, and I contribute for everything. Can you not summon one monster? Huh. Was it worth, like, I didn't have Compulse at the time. I didn't have Torrential at the time. Brother. I think I am legitimately doing fucking Raigeki on Fairy Tail Snow. Man, this feels shit. Well, I've got Torrential for the next summon. They can summon Snow back, but I can Compulse it. Could I draw, like, a monster card? Preferably a Pendulum, but, like, a monster card. Like, even a Bestial would do it. Ogre. Oh, I gotta do it. Bye-bye, Ogre. Do you still have enough for snow? No. You also summoned it in attack position. They want me to this is a bait. It has to be a bait. Is that a low scale? That is a low scale. Which means I can start putting a body on the field every single turn. If it does apply its defensive damage calculation. So there is nothing that stops me from, like, Pendle 1 and just swinging. I know Snow is in rotation. I am aware. But I do kind of need to start putting in some momentum this game, or I am going to lose. Yeah, you do just take 14. Okay. We have first damage of the game from me. They've put in some sizable work. That is the first I've been able to do. If they book this, they can't actually... I don't think they can beat over it, because I'm pretty sure the attack stat immediately drops, which means they are 50 points lower than they need to be. If they summon it and book it. If they don't book it, I'm going to have to actually compulse Snow. No, they're saving Snow for something more impactful. Sure, I'll take Child's Play. I need all the life points I can get. It'd be real nice to draw monster cards. And the thing is, it doesn't even need to be 4s at this point. I can draw, like, either Kashtira and I can pendulum some of the Kashtiras, you know? I think they are just waiting for something that's big enough to one-shot. Which, granted, a 300 life point boost is going to matter here. They are on Kashtiras, so all they need is, like, an Ogre or a Fenrir, Unicorn, any name. I think they are just going to build up resources until they get the things that, you know, allow them to do whatever. Yeah, we'll just keep swinging. What are the odds that they're bricking as well? I think it can't be that likely that they're bricking this hard. They've got to have playable cards at this point. Like, even if they just set hand traps just so I can't hit them. Because if they set a hand trap and I hit them, if it's a different attribute, I only go up by 100, I still take 400 damage, they only need to deal me 200. That is nothing. Set a card. You know, I don't think I can risk attacking it. I don't even have enough for the Cosmic. This is actually dire. The average hand trap is 1800. I can't actually afford to swing. If I could get to a monster, like a singular 4. I mean, this is nuts. Look at all these things I could pendulum summon. Just, you know, not you and not you, but like, look at all these things I could pendulum summon. Okay, that is a special summon I could do. So... No, we normal summon. We special summon. Sabek. And we maybe start recovering life points. I'm not so sure about this, but I don't have anything else. I think they're just looking to see what the deck is. There is no way at all that they could be bricked for this long. Watch it be like Fuelos. It's fucking Vela. It's effect Vela. I am in hell. Maybe they are as well, I don't know. No, I am not doing the burn. Nor am I setting a mystery card. I know Cosmic is now live, but I would far rather keep my life points. Although, at this point, if they've got something to break me, 1,000 life points isn't stopping them. It's the disruption I could do in that time. Have they just taken pity on me? They must have just taken pity and decided, nah, you can have it. I refuse to see a way that they could be bricked as worse than I was. No, that's my deck. Yeah, factually, you cannot break worse than I was. You already used the shifter. Snow was in rotation in the grave. Vela was dead. You'd used an Ash. You'd used Scare Clash, Tear Cash, Ogre. You had a 7-card hand. You'd used Rota to get to a Rise Heart. And you'd managed a Theosis. Which means that you had Vela, Drolls, Maxi, the other 2 copies of Ash, a Ghost Bell, you had the other 2 Rise Heart, you had 3 Fenrir, 2 Unicorn, Nibiru, granted, would have been a brick. Harpies wouldn't have been a brick, he would have just cleared the scales. Extrav wouldn't have been a brick, he would have just used it. Talents would have been a brick. You probably had an Imperm set by the looks of that then. Called by Crossout would have been brick. Super Poly would have been a brick for a long time. But you're playing Mud Dragon, which... same attribute, different types. Never mind. Super Poly was a brick the entire time. But yeah, outside of like double Vela, double Droll, Super Poly called by Crossout Imperm, you know? What? Like, what else is a brick? Nibiru, I guess? That would have been a very specific hand. 24 turn duel, by the way. Fastest gold game. 5 tickets. Let's spend those. Don't know if we earned, but we have them. And rather fittingly, we got a whole 2 new cards, one of which is plausible, but really rough and probably not worth it. The rest of them are definitely not worth it. Managed to get into Echo Chamber Nation and the progression, like the Saga progression I'm doing with a friend. And as a result, I've actually had to pay attention to randomly statted extra deck monsters because of Dogmatica Punishment. Well, we got White Hat, and what's the other card? Oh wait, is that the third Lopter? That's the third Lopter, right? Nice. Nice, that's cool. We like that. Hey. Right as we were talking about going back to the generator deck once we get to Platinum. Right. You guys give me a moment. I need to get myself a drink and nip to Blue. I will be right back. Anyway, apologies for the slightly extended break. We are back. We will continue. Had to, what is it? We were having a chat about one of the cats we have, Jazz. She could be doing a lot better. Lately, she's been a handful for everyone. Well, the thing is, she seems happy enough. Which is, you know, the issue, right? She seems happy enough. But everyone is kind of like, you know, having to put more and more and more effort into taking care of them. And as such, it is getting a little much. And so, yeah, I had to, you know, just like a couple of words about that downstairs before I came back up. Which, yeah, you don't really want to think about it too much. But at the same time, they gotta have, like, a good life, and so do you. Things. It's difficult. I like cats, and I like the ones we've had, but, you know, towards the end of life, when she is, well, yeah, towards the end of life, we've got to have had her for like 13 years, and she was like 3 or 4, well, 3 probably closing on 4 before we got her. C. C is not going to do a lot against me, but I will cosmic the face down for whatever it is. Storm. I'm gonna add a pendulum scale. We're gonna do activate effect. Wait, do you just need a fiend in the other? You do, but you're also like the low scale. Pitch or throws. 1, 2, set, move. I have Pendle Scales and I have a face down. They have Lightning Storm, they have Max C. And if they have 1 Lightning Storm, there could be more. But they're doing Sulphur Cord. I mean, yeah, I don't stop the ad with it, so that doesn't make sense to do. However, that does make sense to do. Alright, apparently that's all it takes to win some games. Was it just like actual sulfur cord? Yummy. Sulfur yummy because you get pendulum scales, I guess. Yeah, you're not really doing sulfur cord things. You're not even doing the Zark funny thing you could do. Right, on to the next one, I guess. After a couple legacy packs. And a fine, well, a hopeful master pack. Light End Dragon. Couldn't be something different, you know. What's the super rare list like? With... Okay, I think we were actually a little bit more balanced on super rares in this than, like, other things. Like, there's still plenty that we're missing on. Like, Rare of Force Dragon. But, yeah, it does feel somewhat more balanced at the super rare level for the things that we're missing. He says, going past nearly a whole page of grey. Right, 1 master pack, and then we jump back into it. And it looks like we could have shiny things. Actually shiny things, okay. Hold on. Anything... wind up. 2 wind ups. If destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target an Xyz, attach this to it. If this card is link summoned, add a wind-up. Banish a wind-up, face down. Special one monster with the same name that card had. I mean, it's probably pretty good for wind-up, but I do not have any idea about Zenmaity? Zenmains? Zen? It summons another copy of itself, and we have another copy of itself by evidenced by the fact that it's not new. General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. We need to control an Ice Barrier, which means it could be specialed. It's just a level 5 warrior. There might be something to do with the Manadiums at some point, but I don't think the moment is now. I mean, definitely not with this Pendulum deck, or only one scale is a monster that we see once in a blue moon. But what do we have in the way of Manadiums? Because the thing is, they're actually chunky blockers. Like, yeah, we got 3 of this. It's 1800. It's the same as a hand trap. And this... Okay, and Torrid can get to it as well, so it's like we have options. We could also just actually make this. All this. Okay. Is it worth it? Probably not. But we could do it. We don't have Calarium. So yeah, this would be like a slow build-up. Definitely not worth it. Onward. Next game. We go first. In theory... Okay. It wouldn't be too bad if it did DC. We've had a couple of ones where, you know, it looks like the opponent was going to disconnect, but then they didn't. So we can have low and high scales. Or we can have Demono and Angelo, but we don't really get to those, like, we don't really get to what's required often enough for those. Let's see. You are a light, you're a light. Okay, so we can't make this, not that we would anyway. We can make Redoer. Demono doesn't need to be in the extra deck anymore, but it is pretty beefy. We could make a Link 2. I mean, I could make a Link 2, but I will have used the Pendulum Summon. So, it's probably Redoer. We're going to normal summon you, because you lock us. And we're going to Pendulum Summon out Demono. Because we have more non-tuners than we do tuners. Right. Redoer pass. Against a 5-card extra, 40-card main. Which could be a structure or a relatively new player. It could be a bot on starter deck. It could be a player on starter deck. But we have a replacement 8 scale I've just noticed. I need to keep in mind this guy's effect. It doesn't come up often, but it does exist. I think we might be okay. Just maybe. Yep, that is an 1800 normal summon. $200. Take 200. I'm gonna move Redoer out of the EMZ. use the banish effect this turn. I mean, it's not eventful, but it is wins, and after last stream, I am definitely looking for wins. Can you believe it? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Can we get a spell? No. No, we can't. There's no rush. So... just get more attack on the field and then we can make the link afterwards. And then that will give us just more damage turn after turn. Not that it's relevant. Again. Now that I'm trying to think about it, I'm genuinely wondering if there's a hand where making the 11 is a good play. I mean, it is a quick effect, like Hay and Nuke. It's possibly worth it, it's just... also, how achievable is it when we do get to, like, Dalmonica scales? Because you do need Destrudo specifically. It is a niche of niche cases, apparently, that I have built around. Me getting monsters. The opponent is probably also getting monsters, but you can only normal summon once per turn, so I can only assume that's why it's taking so long. Pray tell, who do you attack into? Are you doing set cards now? High risk, high reward. Yeah, we really don't have anything for spell traps. I mean, it's this. Or Yazi. Yeah, we have two cards that both Destrudo locked. It's not like we have anything that searches and makes these like slightly easier to do. Yeah, sure. I'll just gain 400, why not? Yeah, you're a monster thing. The Link 3 is spell trap thing, but the only problem with that is it is two-sided. Gimme card. I mean, get whatever you want. Do you reckon it's a new player or a bot? Small bets, small things, but I reckon it's just a bot. But I can't work out if there's any timing pattern. No. Why would you do that? You're gonna pick the... okay, they at least pick the high scale. Which means I have even more monsters I can pendulum summon from the extra deck. Yay! You set a field spell? Sure, we'll draw a card. I want a pendulum summon many. All. Goldrake. Yeah, that ain't happening. Do I have anything in the grave? I do. Pendulum scale. Nope. We will pendulum summon. For a 1-2. Nah, we haven't summoned the other one, really. What are they doing? Fury 1, target 1, destroy. What's the target? Is it Reader? That's mean. I didn't honestly know it had an effect. Give me that one back to the hand. I can't get it back again. Oh wait, I can then synchro summon? Hell yeah. I'm learning things. These effects don't come up. Welcome to the scenario where they can come up and still don't matter. Yeah, I'll gain 2,500. But no. So back to the game. And that's all it takes when your opponent is just, you know, not real. Well, one more win, and we're halfway through the stream, so that actually bodes well for once. I do think, like, as much as this one is starting to, like, get some wins in, it's not through its own merit for the moment. And so I will be switching back to Generator. More stuff for stun. I feel like it's anti-stun more than stun, but who knows. One more win, and surely it'll be the most monumentous of packs when we do win. We'll get all the things. We'll get a Dark Magician. We'll get the, I don't know, the 15th generator fields. How many do we have? We might only have 2. We'll get Laverton. We'll get, I don't know, Triple Tactics Thrust. This here be a hand. Give me a Supreme King Gate. And then, yeah, Yazzie Pass has done it before. Behold, Yazzie Pass is gonna have to do it again. Well, okay, it's not completely true. Yazzie Clockwork Knight, which means it's untargetable and 3100. Ooh. Still don't have, like, an Earth Machine Pendulum to search. Not sure if there are any outside of Clee. Okay. Elephant in the room. Respectfully, fuck. I mean, they're gonna get Drill Beam, right? It's Drill Beam, get rid of the Clockwork Knight, so you can actually do Primite and Blue Eyes things. No, that's Primite. Okay, you've got Drill Beam. Dark Magician. I fear I do not grasp what they're supposed to be doing. Mahad. I mean, not summoning Mahad. I don't think Dark Magician's typing actually matters all that much. So the Clockwork Knight is not doing a lot here. Yazi being untargetable might be an issue for them. But it's a might. Specialist by discarding... Yeah, Shining Sark. How many did you draw? 2. Okay. Okay. It's just a Dragon Fusion. It is Timaeus. It is now unaffected. You're not currently big enough. You do have a spell trap off as a quick effect during my turn. I'm not sure how we do against this, truth be told. Add a card that mentions Shining Sark. Dark Magician. If Shining Sark can special it. Okay. I mean, I have Half-Life. If they can clear the, if they can clear Yazi, I am doomed. Just a little bit. I mean, yeah, you go. It's in the graveyard. And banishment, I guess, but that's not enough. Okay. What are you banishing? I used Destrudo to make mine. You don't have a monster to banish from my grave. Also, this doesn't do anything about Pendulum Summons, because Pendulums were deemed unimportant for the Albaz Law. You know, that makes me think it's Imperm, which is hilarious. And gets you a Dark Magician. You got a full field of monsters. Like, a full field of monsters. And you can't do anything with it. Crackdown. It's not draw of the day. What I'll have to do. During your main phase, destroy this by Supreme King Gate Pendulum. I don't think I have a Supreme King Gate Pendulum, but I can put it there. I can set this. I can set this. I can go battle phase. If this card is destroyed by card effect and a level 5 or higher is on the field. Yeah, I don't really know what I should hit, so I will just hit this. I can Snatch Deal something next turn. Everything is being dropped by 1,000. They have to clear 2 of these to get, you know, non-machine typing. Not sure if that's relevant. And the thing is, whatever I steal does just gain 1,000. You're not a quick effect. Now, okay, it's in attack position, but it is on 1600. That's not an activated effect, and so it keeps the 6. Okay. I mean, what did you think? I was just going to let you keep a field nuke? Sure, it's half your life points, but that is my field. I like it where it is. I can take row 12 with this thing. Link 2. Make Verte. Duel Verte. K2000. Dragoon. I mean, you can't target Yazi. Small consolations. Also, Dragoon is 1,000 points weaker. Oh, it's not targeting. Right. Damn it. I did kind of need them to not do that. Fuck. That was so close. I mean, they were on a consistent deck, you know. They were, weren't they? They weren't on, like, 60 cards or anything. They were on 60 cards. Fuck's sake. What is it? With 60 card piles, getting the right cards. I hate it. I detest it. I would like that if you were closer to 40, you would be more consistent. I know I'm saying this as currently 50 cards in the main deck, but, like, I'm consistent enough, he says. Were my words something I could cut into with a knife and fork, I would be eating them. X-Sabers. I have not heard good things about X-Sabers since the new support came out. However, I don't really know what I heard about X-Sabers prior to the support coming out. So that might tell you what you need to know. I guess in the downtime of an X-Saber player working out what they're supposed to be doing, because I have no shadow of a doubt that this is a decently long bit. Like, what I do remember about X-Saber from the anime was loops. And what I also remember is that, like, the actual physical deck is not particularly different. But yeah, in the downtime, for those of you who are watching on Twitch, I have a YouTube, by the way. Like, if you look up Cat Monarch Duel Masochist, my videos will come up. Granted, for those of you on Twitch, you're, like, watching exactly what's being put out anyway. The only difference is that there are, like, 2 Dead Cells videos. There's a couple of, like, you know, guides to X archetype. There's a Nats video or so. So yeah, you're not really missing much. For those of you on YouTube, this was taken directly from Twitch, and I stream Mondays and Thursdays. And the thing is twitch.tv/catmonarch. Which you can, I mean, you can see the thing at the side. I mean, you can see the, like, pop-out URL, which if you just take out, like, the pop-out / and then the everything after that, everything after Cat Monarch, there you go, that's the channel. It's not difficult. I already mentioned Elden Ring, like the Shadow Tree, the Abyssal, what's it? The Abyssal Woods area. But I do really like it. Like, I don't think of, like, the Souls games as, like, suspense or horror. But, like, that area is so tense. It's wonderful. For, like, the first time going through it, I love it. I love what they've done with it. Like, what's a good contrast? It makes me think of how I was supposed to react to to, what is it, to New Londo in Dark Souls 1. That's, like, the similar, like, as much as I played Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, I don't remember them quite as clearly as 1, simply by, you know, amount of time spent. And it really makes me think of, like, either New Londo or Tomb of the Giants for, like, what it's going for. But I do feel that, like, it does it better. Oh, that's a monster. That doesn't feel very nice at all. You've got another 4-card hand. I mean, and that's just spell negate the monster. Set 1. Set 2. It's gonna have to be it. I sincerely hope you summon another guy. Like any other guy. Well, that gets him a thing. The thing is, I should be able to get pendulum scales if I can live 1 turn. Do any of these fuckers have, like, destruction protection? What did you do? Like a level 4 I don't think any of these grant it, like, some kind of protection. Once per turn, you can immediately synchro. Yeah. What if you don't control monsters? Just a thought. Good, I'm happy we cleared that up. End phase search for next saber. Does that just allow them to do the same things or get things back? Because if it does, I'm in problems. I've got a Lost Wind, but Lost Wind is not everything. Okay, that is a monster though. Where do you get it? Deck to hand. Okay, well, can't have everything. Get me a Valmonica. I'm gonna pitch triple attack because it doesn't seem like it's gonna be useful. Normalfin. Battle phase. One from hand. Why is it so... Oh, because of the thing from this. For fuck's sake. I'm just trying to survive. I don't think I'm asking for a lot. What do you have now? I have a 1200 defender. Can you just, like, you know, not recur the whole ward? It'd be nice. No, I'm not going to try and continue my main phase. Surprise, surprise. You wouldn't want to activate Upstart Goblin 3 times in a row now, would you? Because that'd be real kind of you. That is not Upstart Goblin. It's also, like, well over lethal. Apparently the one win is where the real sticking point is. You know? It's the one win that gets you. It's the one win that you don't get. Something along those lines. Okay, the opponent is choosing. This is a dangerous position for us, believe it or not. I mean, to be fair, we've just chosen poorly by not winning the coin toss in the first place, right? We then leave it up to the hands of fate and leave it to our opponent to scare us because they've made us go first. Why? What are your motives? Who are you working for? We do Wings of Light. That gets us to a light monster, would you believe it? And just gonna normal summon this to attempt to add. If it doesn't work, then, you know, they've spent a card. If it does work, then we've got to discard for this one. Activate effect. You. Yeah. 1, 2. Pendle. 1, 2. And then... So I can make Redoer here. And something else. Right, I could do Sebek plus Redoer. Which I might as well. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. Although I did just put the wrong one into the extra pack. Oh well. Is what is. I could get you back out. I could get you back out. Hold on. I didn't think about this. Yeah, I'll do that. Gimme. More copies is more copies, right? Well, we did it. We did the thing. It is not as specific as... Well, no, it's still an incredibly specific hand. We have not made much that matters. But we could gain 300 life. Which, you know, might do things. Sorry, wrong one. This one. We put it in defense position to protect you from the lightning storm. Speaking of the lightning storm. My spell traps. That's mean. I only have one copy of each of those. No. Maybe I should have done, but no. Is it Malice? Are you doing blind second Malice? Or is it... No, it's going to be Grand Marju. I'm banishing the Winged Dragon of Ra. Sure, you can pick 1,000. That's possibly going to matter. Hecka Hand's bait. But why are you just sending it to the grave? Dark Magician, what the hell are you playing? Selection Pack Turbo? No. So you can't be destroyed by monster effects, but that's, you know, only if I don't do anything when it's activated. Which is incredibly tempting. But that does leave me on fucking nothing. So I'll hold. I'll simply gain my life points back. Are they going for Dragoon? Are they playing like a real deck with Ring Dragon of Ra and Heckhand's Fate in it? They might in fact be doing something like that. Dark Magician Circle, that's not what I expected. I don't know what I should be expecting though, let's make that clear. Order of cards on the top of the deck was changed. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Add a Heckhand spell trap. So you are playing Heckahands. I guess I gotta leave it. I'm happy I did leave him on board. I know they've got cumulative, like, just turn after turn advantage with Shining Sark. But I think I'm happy. Marshmallow. Okay. Battle Day, so they're just killing this. Yeah. That makes sense. 800 over. Goodbye, Sorcerer of the Back. Happy New Year. Bring an extract to your hand immediately after the spec resolves. So... no, we're not doing you. They didn't use the hidden Hackhands. Important note. So I can add one from extract to hand. We should do that. Okay. I'm just ever so slowly gaining more and more life points. I can get the low scale. Yeah, I think I do just get the low scale. This was a normal summon. So pendulum scale. I can't target monsters for attacks except this one. It can just be destroyed by card effects though. So yeah, we chillin'. You hit this, it goes to the extra deck, and at the moment I do not mind that. Oh, especially because it just adds itself back, because there's a copy of the extra deck anyway. Like, currently don't have anything big enough, and if this did get big enough, I would just compulse it. Okay. I can still just wipe the monsters. That is entirely an option. Either fine. Go for it. Can't special summon from the extra deck is not particularly scary. That's a search. And that one... your opponent activates a spell card while you control. So, yeah, let's do this now. Destroy all face-up monsters? Yes, please. That apparently resolves. Who knew? Right, so I do just have Mirror Force on this. What are you sending? Or are you not sending? Are they using this moment to get Hackhands? They're sending the Dark Magical Circle, okay. Compulse doesn't really do much against Hackhands. They can use like the in-hand cards for fusion material. Godos. That is a weird choice. Not Godos, even Brayus. Still a weird choice. How are you getting that to... Oh, wait. Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, right. Sure. Well, that sucks. Okay. It's an illusion. It can't destroy anything by battle. What trap did they get? Monster effect. I mean, I think it's just late. That means I take less damage. Like, sure, okay, I left the Godos on the field, and maybe I want to put it back in their hand. But we find out. Differential. It doesn't need to be destroyed by their card effect. It can be in my card effect. You can't destroy anything by battle anyway, so defense position. And then if it does die, I can get something back to my hand. You will no longer control a head hand, so you won't actually be able to negate it. Oh. They got the Winged Dragon of Ra. Now, what are you going to do with it with your complete lack of tribute material? Yep. They've got Shining Cirque turn after turn, but in theory, you should be fine with that. Heck, and Spell Trap from your deck hand, okay. They're getting into things. You added this one. Normal summon it without tributing. Okay. You added Yaddle. Normal summon. What if no monsters? I know you don't have the Spell Trap negate because you just set it. Thank you for your time. And then what I can do is I can scale this, pendulum the other one to add back this one. How? Well, that's the top 3 cards. If I... I mean, if they take a monster I control... We wait. Fenrir. Oh, buddy. Do you want to take the Fenrir? Ah, you want to take the Fenrir. That's cute. Thanks. I was wondering when I would see that. Oh, that is really good. Unfortunately, I know this counts as a monster effect. So, they can't use the Cosmic this turn, and this turn is what I need. So, let's just, you know, do this. Do you want to use it? Because they would use it on whatever it was. I can guarantee you that. Pendulum scale. Oh, that actually works. Pendulum. I'm gonna get you, specifically, and Fenrir. Oh, that works. That's fun. Well, that means that I can either go for this, or I can go for Yugioh. But I think we're just going to go for this. Because that is a destroy monster. And you're going to want to stop that. Do you want to steal it? Of course you do. Can't add with Fenrir. Wait, why can't I have with... Oh yeah, right, it's in the grave. So, we just go battle. We attack this one. And this is permanently stolen. So I do have to banish my one. No. I will simply not continue the attack. You activate the effect of Gygus, and I get to banish Shining Sark. You've got a Cosmic, you've got a Mystery card, you can get rid of one of my 2 Pendulum Scales, which I'm not particularly scared of. Yeah, that makes sense on their aspect. I now do have to get a low scale, which is not necessarily likely. 2-2. Oh. I mean, please special summon my Fortuna just because it's funny. Like, just because you're an idiot. Nope, not quite. I'll wait. You kind of have to. Oh. Well, that is an activated effect. And that does force it because otherwise I just lose the Fenrir. I would banish the Shining Sark, but then I do lose the Fenrir, and I don't have much of anything at the moment. I really don't, like, this all comes down from, was it worth it to let them have the, Shining Sark? And I think the answer was yes. That is a moderate issue. I don't know that I can do anything with that. Banish one card on field. Damn. That's my other pendulum. We might be done. Mystery card. Lost Wind. But I can't target you, right? Yeah, they've finally got it. It only took them 9 turns. But apparently the Heka Dark Magician Ra deck can do it. This deck is such a fucking mess. Like, why are half these cards included at this point? I get it, that is the Heka Hands package, and a little bit. And, like, the Dark Magician stuff doesn't need to be a lot, but why would you not put Eternal Soul in? Like, its name is Dark Magician in the grave, right? No, okay, just on the field, never mind. Maybe that's why. But I guess... Oh, you're hoping to do Eye of Timaeus to get to Dragoon, or any other fusion that you need. It's dumb. I think your ratios are bad and you stupid. Oh, on with the next one. Hey, we get a win coin toss. These have been going historically brilliant for us, and I will not hear otherwise. Yep, as to prove the point, I could synchro summon. It's pretty fucking bad, but I could synchro summon. Let's call it a turn. I don't think half my life points for Yazi and a Cosmic is quite worth it. Maybe I'm wrong in this case. Well, that resolves. I guess I've just got to hope that I baited them into thinking, like, I'm bricked on good cards. Because then they just pass. That makes me think you're not going into the extra deck as much. Maybe that's not true. Set. Oh, is it stun? It might be stun. Although we live another turn. Impulse is not the card, believe it or not. For 4 scale, you're a 3 scale. 1800 set. Mystery card. Mystery card. I just need a body, I guess, because I don't feel like this is going to go well. I feel like it's gotta be stun. And now I've cut myself off of having anything. What if we Cosmic this then? Defense draw. Flip. Yeah. Tribute Fenrir. Well, Destroyer goes back to the deck, Pension gets banished. That's a bit of deck filling. I'm not too fussed if Fenrir were to get banished. But that's an if it would be. When includes negate. I guess because it's gotta be because damage set rulings. I fucking hate the damage set rulings. Like, it's not a counter trap, so it doesn't do it. I guess that's the idea. It's the only thing I can think of. Okay, fuck Hook Knight. Do wonders. I'm just not going to activate. I am at a severe What the fuck could you have? Can't be Ring of Destruction. I have too high an attack value. It could be Secret Blast. It could be absolutely anything. I mean, I feel like I'm just dead. If you've got that many cards in a stun deck, you just have the ways to burn. You do... Oh no, I guess, yeah, that just works. I gotta get rid of you. I was gonna say, how do you not have lethal? You've gotta have lethal. I mean, that gives me pendulum scales of what good it's worth, which is to say, none. Neither of us takes any damage. But I really need to gain some life. That's what I'm missing. And I'm just... seriously, none of these cards do burn damage to me. You had to play one day apiece to draw it out by another turn. That's not it. I mean, if you do evenly match, yeah, I'll get rid of, like, everything. Okay. You don't need this. This isn't obviously helping. And we'll get rid of the higher end. Okay. Down to 2 cards. You've gotta have a way to kill me. And you have to have had it for like the past several turns, surely. Why didn't you lead with that? You can just summon the Time Lord. Do you only have the one that halves? No, I'm not gonna stop things from... stop monsters from getting banished. It doesn't seem to hurt. Like, you've gotta have other Time Lords in here. You can't be telling me that you only have the halve. Do I dare? Fuck it. I'm gonna lose sooner or later. Brother, just do some fucking burn damage. You're in a burn deck. I've got 600 life points left. Come on. Do you not have a card to do 300 fucking damage? If you just let that go through, you have Mahamra in hand. You win the game. No, I'm not going to banish a fucking card. Like, okay, but do you have something to deal damage? No. Bullshit. There's no way you have bricked that badly. I can't believe it. You simply haven't. No, there's no point. I either win or I lose. There we go. You didn't have to summon the Time Lord. Why are you delaying things? Why can't I win one duel? You could have got any of them. This would have killed me. What do you mean you didn't have a way to kill me? If you're gonna play burn, if you're gonna, you know, just like crush my hopes and dreams of having a fun and interactive duel that shows off my prowess with a weird deck, just do it fucking fast. Don't give me the illusion that you, like, are going to brick into oblivion. Anyway, we're going first. I can add a Supreme King Gate card. Wow. Let's do it. I want a Supreme King Gate, please. I've got like one in the whole deck. Awesome. Become machine, set one, your move. Now, given the whole dragon themes, I'm gonna hope you need dragons. Desperately hope you need dragons. Did you just reveal 3 blue eyes? I mean, sure, you can have a blue eyes. Reveal blue eyes. Okay. Are you going to use this effect, or are you just going to battle? I'm curious. You're using the effect. Why are you using the effect? Are you stupid? Okay. Pitch and add 2. Can you only summon him once per way? You can only summon him once per turn that way. There's Chaos Max. There's Jet Dragon. So you're playing Jet Dragon. You opted to not get Dragon before doing the thing. Yeah, go for it. More importantly, you pitched a Blue Eyes. Soft ones. Alright. On your field or in your graveyard. So what if I took Blue Eyes out of your graveyard? What if you took Blue Eyes out of your graveyard, apparently? You know, all you need is Jet Dragon to return the card and that's it. Well, no, that doesn't do it. You really don't like playing well, do you? Well, you just missed 500 damage. For no reason. You don't have a monster in your graveyard, so granted I can't actually do anything with that. I think by virtue that you've played badly, you're winning. It is that easy. Boldrake. You know what Boldrake needs? On-field monsters. Negate the effect. This is the kind of shit we're losing to. I didn't notice his bad connection. I would have waited. I'm just trying to get one fucking win to stop playing this deck. Let me go. Do I ask for all the riches and all the wealth in all the worlds? I don't think so. I think all I'm doing is just trying to have a little bit of fun. This is Pendulum 7. I can add Fenrir, add Ogre, Pendulum Ogre. Like, that is a play. That is a thing. It would be a play. It would be a thing. I mean, I can get lower scale and high scale. At least there's a nice cool breeze at the moment. Oh, my opponent's just got a dodgy as fork connection. Send us over to the grave, summon out the level 1 from the deck. Nice that you draw the 1/1, the limited card. So, do you get the Claw Dragon? Ah, yeah, you probably actually do that right now, don't you? It's an Omni negate once per turn, right? I mean, you can just make it... You can declare dragon, right? You can declare one of the monster type. This becomes that type. You don't even need that one. Like... Yeah, you don't... I'm confused. You're not activating two of them this turn because you've got a set card. Because this card is normal special, so right. You can add one Metal Morph trap. You can activate Metal Morph traps, plural, the turn they were set. Okay, you're getting two out this turn. Well, this would be a hell of a time with the Kaiju deck, probably. Unfortunately, I've elected for misery. We are not playing a deck that can go second. We are playing a deck that can barely go first. Just hurry the fuck up. Like, this is not a difficult combo, but it feels like they're taking forever with it. Maybe I'm being very impatient. I do not care. You are taking forever to summon Omni Negate and what? Pop? I think it's going to be a double pop for the other one, isn't it? There it is. Now we can read it. Twice per turn, monster effect, spell card, target one, destroy. Okay. So, I don't have a hand, basically. That is what I'm learning. You can target one face-up monster, so the Omni Negate does kind of have to be spent on Wraiths off, I think. Although, like... What does it do? I don't think it really does much of anything. Like, I get the Omni Negate out great, so I've got Pendulum Scales. Great. So that's that. That goes. Bolt Break. You're on like 3 of all of these, right? I guess we get rid of this. I don't know. You've used your Omni Negate anyway, which means I can get myself a Pendulum. Which means I've got low-high scales. The only issue is I think me activating Pendulum Scale also counts for this. Can't be that difficult. I've got 2 monsters, just pump one of them. They're destroying the Pendulum, okay. It took them a year to work it out, but they're in fact destroying the Pendulum. Pendulum Scale. Watch you pop another card. Apparently that's how this works. Like, now it's both a monster and a spell, so it's gotta trigger this, like, extra trigger, you know? I mean, what can I even do if I do Pendulum? Something I've got a link to. I've got a link to. Pendulum. Can I target this? Spell cards or effects, right. Set. Set. So you've got an unedited. Yeah. So I crack down this and lost wind this, right? That's gotta be the play. And then if they do want to summon something from the extra deck, I can Bold Drake for the using this. Doesn't say it can't be targeted. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, hold on. Fuck's sake. Oh, wait. Yeah, sure. I mean, we'll do it anyway. Maybe I can get them to spend the monster negate, who knows. I can. Which is completely bizarre. Because it's going to die and get sent to the grave anyway. Gimme, I guess. I can have them back. So this is permanent gated, so that's a small win. I can, like, I get this back and can just keep pendulum summoning, but, like, I still have to deal with this somehow. I'm not looking forward to it. Don't feel like making a rank 8 for me. That'd be real neat of you. Give me back. Alright. Impulse. Not much of a thing. You're not familiar with Lost Wind, are you? Okay, it is just the pendulum summon. Well, you do what you gotta. Do that one, set this one, do your move. If you summon from the extra deck, we get Lost Wind back. If you want to do a effect to summon, then I get to impulse you. I don't think that's gonna happen, but there is a chance it does. I can recur a blocker every turn to eat one attack, which is not enough. But it's kind of gonna have to be. I can maybe eventually get into a tuna monster. Although, if I did get into, like, a monster, into attack position, damn. If I did get into a monster I could summon, what would I do? I'd want it to be Destrudo, right? Monster that mentions Max Metamorph or one Metamorph trap, okay. It'd be really funny if you did Full Metal for Full Metal. That's not what you're doing. Set Metamorph. And get a draw. The only good thing is that I'm going to be able to stop that next turn. They're going for a max Metamorph. It does tribute for cost, right? It does tribute for cost. And they're going to tribute this off, which means I just don't have to deal with it, right? take 300. It does speed up the clock ever so slightly. Well, no it doesn't. Now, wouldn't you have been a fool if it was drowning? It's not. But wouldn't you have been a fool? Come on, level 4 monster. That is a level 4 monster. When activates the 4 damage calc. So the Pendle. 1, 2. We're just gonna put in 1. And we're gonna put in 2. Doesn't really matter. And it is, I'm pretty sure, just Dark Rebellion. Because I don't think they can do it at the point that they would want to. No, maybe they can. Unless it's the negate activation. Yeah, it'd be negate the activation that's allowed at the moment. Protect it. Alright. And are you just... Yeah. During the battle phase, you can return this special summon from your face-up extra. Okay. I believe we have the out, because Dominus Impulse is just going to get rid of the one he can't summon, and then hopefully the rest of the turn doesn't do it. It's only a normal summon. It just is if battles, then they obviously couldn't do it then. What 2 cards? Right. Truly is the darkest day, isn't it? Give it a minute. Maybe they'll try and sack this off for the, Nope. They're not being fancy with it. Fuck them. Good God. What does it take for us to get apparently 6 wins in a stream? This is genuinely ridiculous. I thought we'd have like a little bit of time to fool around with Generator. We have fuck all time. Also, we aren't even there yet. Maybe... Alright. You're assuming I'm going to special summon 5 million times. No such luck. I'm going to attempt to add a card. Well, do you want me to special summon 5 million times, or do you not want me to? Cool, Compulse. Your move, cow. Spirit of the cow? I don't know. Old MacDonald? Okay. So they're on Springans. Special summon, you can send Springans from your deck to the grave. Okay. Bye-bye. Let's not have you with an Xyz monster on the field. That seems like a good idea. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. No, I can't just be going against one deck ever. It's not ever like just Spring Guns or just that. It's just like, it's always hybrids. The only decks that are kind of like one trick, the 60 card piles, which are usually for no goddamn reason, and stun. And like, it's the one extender that does absolutely everything. There's just not a point. It fucking sucks. I can't do anything against this. I could have done something with my last turn, but they used Max C Ash Blossom. And even if I wasn't going to play into the Max C, well, like, you know, Ash Blossom does kind of stop the limited shit I have access to. Why the fuck are you on Parallel Twister? Honestly. And what is your extra deck? I hate that I've been losing to this shit. We started with 2 losses today. Here. 1, 2, 5, and 6. So we've won 5, lost 8. Which gives us, you know, approximately this duel to turn things around, really. I mean, it gives us 1 more. But I would rather clear it up sooner. I mean, I'd rather clear it tonight. We've only got about, like, 15 minutes left to stream. Why is it so fucking difficult? We got a Bestial, we got Alpha, we got Clockwork Knight. These are all fun things if the opponent is not actually on Plant Pile, where none of them matter. Oh dear. They have drawn the best of opening hands. Brick. I can do things with that, I guess. Normal Summon. Clockwork Knight. They do not like Clockwork Knight. Noted. Well, Destrudo goes through. The room. Fuck you too. Could you maybe, like, brick for an extra turn? That'd be nice. You're evenly matching for 1, by the way. You fucking cunt. Okay, but is that the 1-card starter? It doesn't look like it. You can set 1. Once if you attribute a plant, you contribute any 1 face up, even though you don't control it. And you love to see it. I just want to fucking play the game. Why do you get to steal it? No. Well, yeah, you know what? That feels pretty good. Am I gonna... Yeah, I am gonna get rid of the Bestial. Or I'm gonna get rid of, the Strudo. Give me that search. Let's get some damage in. Show me that Druisworm, methinks. I could get into, like, the pendulum stuff I have, but it just doesn't feel worth it. I don't have pendulums already on the field. You know what they do have? They have a Bestial. Which gets sent to the grave. You don't have combo. Come on, you do not fucking have combo. Don't you tell me you have combo right now, you son of a fucking bitch. You bricked for, what, 3 turns? 2 turns? Could you just brick for 1 more? I just need 1 duel. You even lead me for 1 fucking card, by the way. This all still the main phase. So I will have to summon Druisworm. Druisworm will get destroyed. Yep, you can just tribute a monster as you will. Okay. Got another one. Not 2 of them fucking things. I'm very happy I didn't actually go into the pendulum stuff. Of that. Alright, I've got 1 card. It's gonna have to do it. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. It can target itself. Monster effect. And you can't activate it. No, you can activate it because it's a spell or trap. How hard do you have to style on me to get game? It can't be that much. Okay, there's 4 on 4 for Strenna. Okay. Just getting everything. You putting the negate in the grave, you putting the negate in the grave. don't know what clears it. Like, I do not know what does it for me. Do you want me to have it, or are you going to tribute it? Your choice. You can also tribute it next turn. That is entirely optional. Which is probably what they're going to do. The Mono. I could make a Link too. It's the absolute best I can do. Onto the text on the trap. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Also, you can tribute a plant monster. What are the odds that they can just... I think they can just do it again. What can I do? I can link 2. I know they can just tribute it off. But, like, they can't tribute this off because it's face down. So, at the very least, they have to use it. They're currently not over 2,000. I'm pretty sure they can get there. If I get a non-tuner, does that... Or if I get a tuner monster, does that do it? I think Wonky is the best bet I can. Yeah, bro, sure. Plant player who actually plays Nightmare Phoenix. Granted, they are on Rico more than plants. Fuck off. It's one duel. Just one fucking duel. You bricked for 2 turns. Could you not brick for 3? It is increasingly difficult to maintain sanity with this deck. I am so happy to be switching off it when I do, but at the moment it is a when I do, because I do not know when that is. I never tend to know when it is. It is part of Masochist, but good god, it's one duel. It's only 6 wins over a stream. I'm not asking for a record breaker. It gets me pendulum scales, I guess. But the opponent has things to do. So does it get me pendulum scales? Oh no, apparently it does. Do you want to hit me with a droll? Show me that there's a card in your hand that isn't useful? No, apparently not. Big monster. Your move. I did unmute the microphone at some point, right? Yeah, okay. Just thought about last stream where I didn't, or stream 4, whichever one it was. Very frustrating. Please don't think that long in the draw phase, you don't have anything. Gunkan Sushi. Oh. Is it a bot? If it's just a bot, that would be much appreciated at this point, honestly. I think it's a bot. Yay. We managed to get out of gold. The thing is, we know we can get out of gold with different decks. We've done it before and we could do it again. But I'm surprised that this deck is having so much fucking trouble. You'd think I was playing normal monster beats with how long it's taking. So yeah, we tribute summon this, I guess, and pendulum summon the other one. Gets more damage on board. We need all the speed we can get with this. And then... yeah, I guess we'll leave it. Because Boltrate can tribute this to Vanish if they do summon from the extra deck. Not likely, but if they do... what if they ritual summon? It's not going to happen, but it could happen, guys. Bot's got to learn eventually. Bot's going to click enough buttons that at some point it does just summon from the extra deck. I mean, we have seen a bot summon from the extra deck before, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it amounted to anything. I think it was just, you know, oh, I can make a link to or something like that. But it did happen. Mystery face down card. I mean, that's definitely a real monster. Okay. Now, do you have anything to pair it with? I know this is difficult maths for you. And it's difficult to understand the extra deck. But I swear, you can do it. I'll tribute to them. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to not. It was a free special summon, but the tribute summon is still the normal summon. I'm very torn between bot and just, like, Masochist or bad player. If it is someone actually playing, then it's a Masochist deck, but I don't think it is someone actually playing. Let's just get rid of the center one. Certainly a card. I don't think I can clear lethal. Because Sebek deals 2, heals for 2, deals 1, and we could get this one back. So it's not lethal. But we do have a torrential. And if nothing else, if they summon a monster, we can just torrential. They haven't lost the game yet, they haven't disconnected, so probably just a bot. Yeah, the constant, like, needless switching to battle phase is bot behavior. Right, what do we say? Curtain raise of a game? Orthros for game? That's kind of, like, funnier. Exact lethal. Doggo. 600. Rank up. End of stream. It's 6 wins, but god damn, what does it take? It takes a mental toll. We're here. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, Okay, we still have 5 streams to try and climb through Platinum with generators. We've got an extra Loctor. So, if I haven't already, I need to go put that... Well, no, of course I haven't already. I should go put that in the deck before we do close stream. Because that is, like, another... Not quite starter, given what our generator deck looks like, but it's, you know, about as close to a starter as we could want. Those are not anything at all. Not interesting, not relevant, not needed. Where is generator? Fungus deck, no floodgates. +1. Do we cut down on things? We probably do, right? Do we put Compulse in? We didn't put Compulse in. Oh, we got 2 of it. Huh. Do we just put in a second one? Do we take out any main deck monsters? Every Bestial. We could take out the Saronir, but it just means we're less likely to open them. We quite like them for non-tuner material. What are we using for Orochi for? Orochi is Anima, and it's the only access to this, which is itself in any generator. It also makes this a lot easier. I think we keep this in. This is technically possible, but it just hasn't happened and will not happen, I don't think. Oh, wait, no. We need it in because of 7th Tachyon. Kind of liking the extra deck. Transverser doesn't really come up. Let's cut the Transverser. Synchros, because I think, given how often it's happened, it's worth doing this. You're not like, it's not really worth it to put in Duration. It's got a few combinations, like you can do a Cashiera and Chaos Mirage. You could do a 2 and any, you know, generator. You could do a 1 and any of the 10s. Well, it's going to be exactly this one, but I feel like it's still too similar. Whereas this is a just Synchro 12 that you can draw a card and pop a card the opponent controls. The important bit being like steal a level 8 Dark for it. I don't think we have any. Yeah, if we take a look, this is all like familiar territory. We have like, okay, yeah, we could make this, but that stat line does not exist in the deck, and it's not worth playing just for that reason. So yeah, let's leave it at that. Are we happy with the main deck cards we have in overall? I think so. We're playing more or less the copies we want to. And the copies we can. Like, we have 2 of Chaos Mirage, which sometimes comes up. What about the traps? I like the trap lineup. Iron Thunder has been a bit, like, hit-miss. Let's cut Iron Thunder. 48 card deck for when we get back to it next stream. In fact, let's just change the deck now. What are the accessories for this? I mean, yeah, I guess we just leave it. Haven't got anything exactly, like, super exciting. Alright, now for the stats bit, where we lost, like, did we lose 10? So, there we go. 2-6, 2-1. Yeah, I guess we lost 10. And in theory... Yeah. That is not great stats to be putting in, but it is what is. I hope you've all had a good time, and at the moment, I don't see a reason I shouldn't be able to do this Thursday. So, all goes to plan, and I see you guys then. At least we recouped some gems. Anyway, you guys all have a good one. As I mentioned, kind of like midstream, this, you know, this was a Twitch stream. You can find me on Twitch. And for those of you who are watching on Twitch, or have watched on Twitch, I have a YouTube. It's fairly simple both ways. Yeah, everyone have a good one. I look forward to catching you all next time, and thank you for everyone who did watch. My name is Cat Monarch. Goodbye for now.